Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome to my playthrough of Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Dry Twice. Yeah, I know I'm actually recording this as I'm in the middle of two other playthroughs. Am I completely insane for doing that? Yeah, but I had a good deal of fun playing the first one of these, and I just had to jump right in on this one. But we'll go ahead and turn the music down a little bit, although I do love the classic tropical variant they have of the Leisure Suit Larry theme on this one. And in case you missed my playthrough of the first one, feel free to go back and watch that one first, but neat little thing about this game, which I played the demo of it before getting this one, they actually make this very accessible to new players on the off chance that you have not played the first game. Although, oddly enough, got a big handy button here on the title card in case you have not bought or played the first game. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and start a new one.
Finally, the time has come again.
And again, and again, and again.
He has awakened.
Jesus?
Everyone thought he was gone, forgotten. And many said...
El Rey? Who are you talking about?
Not that important.
Don't let me disturb you. I'm not even here. Just don't pay any attention to me.
Now you got me all confused.
So yes, here's the brilliant way they catch up the newbies. Just got a whole thing about, I know what happens, so what now? So, if you like, you can go ahead and skip the whole introduction, but I'm going to go ahead and sit through it for the benefit of those of you who are foolishly jumping in onto this without having watched my first video or having played the first game. But also, this is a bit of a funny introduction, and props to the game designers for having this there for the newbies who might want it, or the people who just completely forgot about the story of the first game.
Tell them who I am.
Ah, Elari, the prophesied one, before whom the very alpacas themselves bowed, who saved us from the gringos.
I thought you were going to sing about how good I look and how successful I am with the ladies.
Fine, fine. Before you became Elari, you were Larry Laffer.
Actually, I still am.
The man who back in the wild 80s decided to be a virgin no more.
Best decision I ever made.
The man from whom no woman is safe.
You got that right. Hang on. I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore. But it's true, of course, ladies. Tell them where we are.
This is without a doubt the most beautiful place on earth. Wonderful Cancum. Nowhere is the sun warmer and the bananas more curved. Long did Cancum suffer under the gringos' yoke. But you, Elari, you set us free. You blew up the gringos' villa.
Well, strictly speaking, that was more of an accident.
We are free, and a golden future lies before us.
Tell them how I got here.
That, Elari, is a long story.
I have time.
Very well. You fell out of time.
That's not very nice.
No one knows how you got from the 1980s to our time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
You woke up in a strange laboratory, and at first didn't know you were in the 21st century. But you quickly learned how this modern world works.
After all, he had the best teacher.
Elefto, you are Larry's anchor to a world long lost.
Would anyone like to try my new recipe for craft beer?
No. At any rate, Elari, you have not only mastered the pitfalls of the 21st century...
Well, mastered would mean that he knew what he was doing, and I don't think it would be fair to say that.
I think he's doing all right.
Silencio. Larry looked for love in all the wrong places. Elari has fallen deeply in love with faith. the secret boss of the technology company Prune. She told him to get 90 points on the Timber dating app. Only then would she go out with him.
How do you know all that? You weren't even there.
Silencio! As always, that went caca. And then, Larry wanted to hack the Prune server to improve his Timber score.
That was self-defense.
In the process, he disturbed a product presentation, and Prune was brought to the brink of bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, oops.
Faith had to flee with BJ in tow, the man she had installed as CEO of Prune, but who was merely her puppet. Larry snuck onto their ship and secretly sailed with them to their villa here in beautiful Cancum.
Not one word about what happened on that ship.
Oh, I thought it was very romantic.
Ah, really? I'll admit, now I'm curious.
Are you nuts, Lefty? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Larry, I was politely going to avoid mentioning
Good thing.
that you cobbled up the most repulsive sex doll of all time, and that you...
We can just imagine the rest.
Unfortunately,
Finally, Faith revealed her plan. And that BJ was just a puppet. Then, you blew up the villa, driving off the gringos, and saving Cancum.
It's a pretty crazy story. Tell them about the terrible fate Faith suffered.
Ah, beautiful Faith. You were blindly in love with her, and moved heaven and hell to win her love.
Well, strictly speaking, she was the one who was chasing me.
You followed her here to her villa. Then, you blew up the villa.
That was only because of the totally messed up user interface.
What did you expect when you press a big red button? Anyway, the moment came where you saved her life, and she, for the first time, felt something approaching affection for you. But then, she was hit by a chunk of rubble.
No, by the puck.
What?
That wasn't a piece of rubble from the villa. That was the puck.
What do you mean, puck?
I greased a high strike on the pier in New Lost Wages with some lube, and put the puck into orbit when I hit it.
And then, all that time later, it fell back to Earth and hit Faith at that exact moment?
Exactly.
Nobody understood that. Okay, let's just forget about that bit. At any rate, the puck knocked her out, she fell in the boat, and the wind swept her away.
And so she disappeared from my life. I'm sure she's dead. Poor Faith. All I have left of her are memories. Could you maybe sing a song about pie?
If you do that, I'll delete myself.
But I'd like to acknowledge that you were always there for me.
You do realize that's what I was programmed to do, don't you?
Yeah? But we've been through so much together.
We sure have, Larry.
Yes, that would be Pi, who has largely replaced the narrator in the new Larry series as the person who makes smart aleck remarks about everything Larry does.
Do you know a song about alpacas?
Oh, but of course. Oh, alpaca, alpaca. Everyone calls you llama, master of haulage, tasty as sausage. To wrestle you'd kill, you're yummy when grilled.
Why am I all of a sudden hungry?
You listen here, young farmer lad. You ever have grilled alpaca sausage, you'll be quite happy you did.
Whatever happened to BJ?
He wanted to float lefties on the stock exchange, market it as a franchise, and expand internationally.
Sounds like a plan.
Then Lefty beat him with a paddle and he took off.
Oh. I know what happened. So what now?
Are you sure you know enough to dive into this adventure?
Yes. Now we can get this show on the road.
Very well, Elari. Yet there is still one last step remaining to fulfill the prophecy heralding a golden age on Cancum. You must marry the daughter of the most important man on the island. My daughter. I sincerely hope you haven't forgotten, considering we're in the middle of preparations.
Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea if I could talk to her first. Or at least see her?
No. The prophecy forbids it.
But...
She is also the most beautiful woman on the island.
Oh, I see. I don't want to be petty about the whole thing then. Then I'll go get ready for a wedding.
Yes. Go now, Elari. Marry the most beautiful woman on the island. My daughter.
How many women are there on the island anyway?
2. The other one is my mother.
Maybe,
Fulfill the prophecy and your destiny. Let me leave you with this song. Oh, Elari, Elari, they call you. Ay, caramba! My guitar! We have to fix it, Elari. Otherwise, I won't be able to sing any songs at your wedding.
I'll take care of it.
And don't forget that you have to take care of the catering and wear your wedding suit.
Bye.
What can I do for you, Larry?
There must be some kind of app for wedding preparations.
Absolutely. But I'm still busy unzipping that huge file, which means I can't install any new apps right now.
I know what unzipping huge things can be like.
Oh, just zip it, Larry. That file somebody sent us a few weeks ago, remember? I'll have to decrypt it, but it'll take time.
Okay, then let me know when it's done.
Larry, I think you're a little confused.
Isn't that normal when you're about to commit yourself to something forever?
Yes, it is. But let me remind you again.
Hey Larry, if you left-click on the screen, you can move around. If you left-click on a character, you can talk to that person. Give it a try. Yep, simple enough.
Lefty, my oldest friend.
Lefto.
Right.
Yes, if we right-click, we can look at them, and of course, Lefty, or El Lefto, is indeed Larry's oldest friend. He used to run Lefty's bar in New Lost Wages, but he migrated to Cancum and opened up a bar pretending to be El Lefto. Of course, nobody believes it, but they let him think that they do buy it.
El Rey, the mayor of Cancum and my soon-to-be father-in-law.
And that's all we can look at the moment.
I think it's time for you to concentrate on your wedding.
You should really start getting things ready for the wedding now. Use the middle mouse button or spacebar to view all the objects, characters, and exits you can interact with. You should go up to the cliff. To do so, left-click the To the Villa Ruins exit. Okay, so press the mount button. All we have is El Rey, Lefto, Lefty, and the exit.
Ah, Elari, the best and only son-in-law I ever had.
And we will once again be reminded, to the villa. And what's funny is I tried double-clicking it to do it quickly, but it wouldn't let me do that.
A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been made.
How do you feel about that, Larry? Are you really ready to make port in the harbor of holy matrimony?
If the prophecy demands it.
That's a good enough reason for you?
Let's just not talk about it.
Would you rather talk about how you blew up the villa?
All right. I'll never push a big red button again. Where's the ladder leading down to my room again?
Which, of course, is a hint to look for a ladder going down, and hey, there we go. And this is why it wouldn't let me do the double click before, so it could explain how to do it now. You can also leave places quickly by double clicking the exit with the left mouse button. Then you won't have to move to the exit first, but will be taken directly to the selected location. Try by quickly double clicking with the left mouse button to Larry's room, exit with the ladder. I right-clicked to get there and look at the exit, and it wouldn't let me jump ahead.
Oh,
What's wrong, Larry?
I was just thinking about Faith again.
Don't blame yourself.
I do, though.
You can examine objects by clicking them with the right mouse button. For example, you can right-click on the pile of underwear in the cage to learn more about it.
That's Faith's underwear, which was strewn all over the island in the explosion. I collected all of them. So, can I give them back to Faith as soon as possible? If she's still alive, I should at least light a candle for her. Actually, everything I need should be here in this room.
Yeah, I don't think that was meant to be a question, but they kept that recording take anyway. Really building the confidence for this game, isn't it? But anyway, you should light a candle for Faith. You'll need a fresh candle for that. There has to be one somewhere in this room. Remember that you can use the middle mouse button or space bar to display all the objects you can interact with at the moment. Use a left click to take the candle. Well, gee, I wonder if it's that one right behind Larry. That's the only thing we can interact with.
I'm taking these. It might get dark.
Don't worry, it's not going to hold our hand all that much through the game. Anyway, once you picked up an item, it will appear in your inventory. You can open the inventory quickly by using the mouse wheel or the Python menu in the lower right corner. You can examine items in your inventory by right-clicking them. You should give that a try.
Ah, there it is. First of all, I have to light it.
Well, now it seems you need something to light the candle. You should have a look around the room. Like that one other item I can highlight now.
Fire. Man's best friend.
And harmless in the right hands.
Mine are definitely not the right hands. If you have several items in your inventory, you can try to combine them. This won't necessarily work with all items. Select an item in your inventory and then click on another item in your inventory. Alright, so let's look at the matches.
Burn everything. Burn everything. Oh, sorry. Just talking to myself.
Alright, so let's combine the matches with the candle.
Well, it's burning. Now I have to put it on top of the altar.
Well done. Maybe you should have put it somewhere and then lit it. Well, then we'll put it somewhere now. You can apply an item to objects by selecting it in the inventory and then left-clicking on an object in the room. Now try placing the burning candle on top of the altar for Faith.
It's not easy carrying a burning candle around without setting yourself on fire, but hey, I'm used to having something hot in my pants.
You mean me? My battery issue is supposed to be fixed.
Oh, Faith, I wish you were here. Oh,
Wait.
What?
I still have to check your progress in the sensitivity class today.
Does it have to be now?
You said yourself that you wanted to know more about how to properly interact with other people in the 21st century.
I've already learned a lot.
But not enough.
Okay, fine.
So, how many genders are there?
Enough for everyone. 2 are enough for me. With me it's just 1, but it's in XL. And pi. Yeah, let's do a pi.
Pi.
You mean me?
No, the number.
I don't even want to know how you go about defining the decimal places on agenda.
So how many are there then?
The correct answer is gender is diverse.
Okay, if you're too lazy to count.
Next question. Your best friend confides that he is suffering from depression. What do you advise him to do?
Go out and get some fresh air.
Go out and get some fresh air.
Oh, and that's what you would do yourself?
No, of course not.
That's reassuring.
First, I get myself a whiskey. Then find a woman.
Enough already. Why do I even ask? The last question. For now, a colleague at work makes a sexist joke during lunch. How do you react?
Exactly what joke?
Exactly what joke?
A woman goes to the... Ugh. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've had enough.
Did I pass?
Let me put it this way. The 21st century isn't done with you yet.
Things used to be easier.
Things didn't used to be easier. You were just more naive.
But at least back then you could say what you thought.
And just what do you think you've been doing here the whole time?
Are you done unzipping that file yet? I need a wedding app.
The encryption is proving hard to crack. It seems to contain some important data. Some kind of secret.
You haven't really been working properly ever since Faith stopped being the boss at Prune either.
That's not true.
I wonder what's happened at the company since then.
Sounds like a cue.
Hello?
Oppa Gundam
you're
style.
Nari.
Yes?
You know who I am, baby.
Yes. Mr. Wang. Nice to meet you.
Uh-oh, we don't have any time for pleasantries. This Nari is not the prune that used to be. The Bill Jobs and Faith prune. This is my prune now.
Yes?
You're still working on the Cougar update for our Pythons. I want you to release it immediately because I have other work for you.
But...
No buts. We have a bigger, more important project ahead of us. Miss Faith was working on a revolutionary software project, a self-learning algorithm. I need it for a product that will truly immortalize Prune. One that will make even Pythons obsolete.
She hinted that she'd cracked the algorithm, but I never saw it.
I'm under pressure, Nari. Understand?
Well...
That algorithm is sexy. We have to get it. Get it, sweet cheeks?
I'll just get back to work.
As of right now, you are the technical director here at Prune. If we can't find Faith's algorithm, our technicians will have to develop one themselves. Like yesterday. You have a free hand and unlimited resources. Do whatever you want with me.
Thanks?
Nari,
Yes?
I can't find the switch for the secret back room.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There has to be something like that somewhere around here. A room with a heart-shaped bed that spins. With a back entrance for anyone I invite.
I'll check up on that directly with the, property manager. And I'll get the Cougar update rolled out.
In my old office, all I had to do was press a button under my desk and poof, there it was. That was nice. By the time I'm done with Prune, I'll have that here too.
By the way, Larry,
Yeah?
if you want to remember certain things that you can't take with you, you can take photos of them instead.
Very funny. Do I look like I have a camera on me?
I have a camera.
You?
What do you think that hole on the back is for?
Well,
Forget I asked.
so you can photograph everything?
Yes. And then show it to you as if you were carrying it with you.
How practical. You could have told me that earlier. Oh, I could use it to take a picture of something pretty specific. But you need a wide-angle lens for something that size.
I have... yes, Larry, I have to say it's too bad I don't have one of those. Phew.
Oh, I'm sure it'll work anyway.
Larry, no!
Yep, they went there.
Done now?
Yeah, thanks for asking.
But you might just want to take pictures of things that might be useful later.
Some items you cannot take with you, but you can take a picture of them. When you can take a photo of an object, a photo icon will appear on the cursor. Try this with the underwear.
My head's starting to spin, Pi. Isn't there some way I can keep better track of everything I have to do?
I'm glad you asked. I installed a to-do app for you.
Can't I have that timber thing again?
We decided to uninstall that app as part of your sensitivity training, for your own good.
That was a stupid idea.
Anyway, the app lists everything you still need to do for the wedding.
You can take a look at your to-do app to help you keep track of your tasks. Open it via your Python menu in the bottom right corner.
And you'll be there to check off everything that's done?
Of course, whenever you finish any of your outstanding tasks, I'll show you.
So yeah, this is another brilliant little add-on to this game, which is that you can pull up a list of everything you need to do, because Sierra games and adventure games in general, you can wind up getting so caught up in trying to get this one item it says you can't get, but which you suspect you're going to need, and talking to all these people and keeping everything straight, it is easy to lose track of, wait, why the heck am I doing all this again? So here we have a handy list of what your major goals are at the moment and what we're trying to do. So, 3 big goals right now. We're trying to get a new guitar string for El Rey. We need to get the catering for the wedding set up. And we need to get Larry's wedding suit.
I think I showcased the underwear perfectly.
And of course, we still have the Instacrap photo gallery of stuff we've done. And we also have the tutorial keeping track of what we're doing at the moment, and the home to take us back where we were. Well, we've got quite a few objects that we can look through now that we've got full control, it looks like, but we're going to go ahead and close this chapter here. I think this has been a good introduction to what to expect so far. And next time, we will start grabbing random stuff from around Larry's quote-unquote home and start getting those tasks done. We'll see you next time.